We live, baby. So this is take two. This is take two. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. For those of you guys that caught us last week, or at least the last time, we attempted to do our first ever video cast. It didn't go exactly how we wanted it to, but that's totally okay because here is round two, and hopefully this one sticks a bit better than the first. So that being said, thank you again so much for tuning in to us. We are Los Pickups, coming to you guys from the Pacific Northwest. Per usual, and actually a little bit different on the setup this time. So they're both to my left. I'm gonna start with my man in the Mexico jersey,
Daisy.
and then my man's right here.
Yeah, Bobby Fresh.
And then Ernesto. It's so good to be checking in with you guys once again, giving you guys your weekly dosage of degenerisms, tisms, tickle bitties, and everything in betweenies.
Oh.
And we out here just vibing and profiling. Not really. Just kidding.
Oh.
Just jokes. That being said, we got a lot of good stuff on the docket for you guys. Basically just everyone's at the forefront, or what's everyone's forefront thought right now with the World Cup just coming to an end today. Lots of emotions. It feels like what was going to be the most
a good matchup,
incredible, wonderful, pure cinema matchup ended up being kind of funky. And not to mention the third place game was a fucking heavyweight bout, which was phenomenal. We'll get into that here in a little bit. But first things first, I want to let Riley go ahead and do his thing because this is a somber moment for us right now because when one of us hurts, we all hurt. So Riley, I know you have a lot of things to process right now. How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. I think Argentina definitely deserved that loss, the way that they played overall, and the fact that they were not pushing and when they had momentum, they shifted and dropped it back and played possession, which didn't seem ideal to me. No one moved off the ball the way I thought they would this game. And Spain deserved that win overall. I do want to say this is probably, who knows? Ronaldo said that this was his last World Cup, and now he's posted that he's going to play again in 2030 or hopes to play in 2030.
Jesus Christ.
So
49.
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows if that's the case for Messi? Everyone knows he's 39, just a couple years younger than Ronaldo. So it wouldn't surprise me that he would come back at least one more time, but I think this was definitely his last go around. And I think he wants to spend the rest of it with his family and just help his kids be the best players that they can, because they're all playing football right now. So, it's not it's not any hinder, or it's not any news that I am Messi, and I think he's my GOAT. I know people say differently, and I know that other people have their own opinions, and that's cool. And I just am thankful that I got to witness his greatness and be there and watch his games, whether he was playing for Barcelona, whether he was playing in the white and blue, baby blue, Argentina colors, and playing for PSG, playing for now Miami FC. We'll see if he retires officially from football, but I think he has a couple more seasons at Miami, and David Beckham. But I'm just thankful overall to at least witness one World Cup, and got to see him play in 3 World Cups. So that was it's really humble, and I'm very happy to witness that.
For sure.
That's my.
No.
Well said, friend.
Well said, buddy.
Well said.
Aslan, you have a bit more of a different stance on the finale, just because of how things played out for us prior to the final.
Yeah.
And I think you always do a good job of giving us like a complete perspective of things. So since in this particular final, we didn't have the dog in the fight, right? As an outside observer, knowing that you had Argentina and España in the final, you had France and England in the third place game. What are your thoughts now that it's over?
I think I've made my thoughts pretty clear. My negative thoughts pretty clear as far as the teams that play. Whatever gripes I had, it's all it was just I get overly patriotic, I suppose, with the teams that I support. There's history, I think, with obviously Mexico, Spain, Mexico, Argentina. I guess not much history with France or England as far as like what they've done to us, right?
Right.
But it was just honestly opportunity to shit talk, and that's what I'm kind of best at.
Yeah.
And so I go ahead, I go all in on it. But history with Argentina aside, the one thing that I have been trying to tell Riley, as far as like the positives, regardless of my feelings for Argentina,
You're fine.
is that it is like I don't know how many. I mean, other than I guess if you're a fan of like Mbappe and you're a French citizen, I was gonna say a Frenchie, a French citizen. Like, there's not many countries of people that can have that, you know.
Yeah.
And so in Riley's lifetime to have seen 2 World Cup finals with his team, with his GOAT, I mean. And the World Cup is as hard as it gets, you know?
Of course.
It's like, I'm going to go the ignorant American perspective. But people hating on Tom Brady, right? Because of whatever he did, the cheating allegations and whatnot. At the end of the day, he got like, 7 rings?
Yeah.
And in the last 2 years, especially when he was on the Bucks, I was like, dude, just like to watch him play. Because like if he took over for Joe Montana, and Joe Montana was back in the 80s and 90s, right? And there hadn't been like a solidified GOAT since then.
Yeah.
Tom Brady was the first one after that, right?
Yeah.
But I wasn't able to experience Joe Montana.
Right.
But I was able to experience Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And it's like, to a point, it's undisputable, you know? Especially when you go to a new team and win a Super Bowl that first year like he did on the Bucks. This is besides the point. What I'm trying to relate is greatness to greatness. The stats and narratives speak for themselves. Messi is who the people have appointed him to be, anointed him to be, you know?
Yeah.
So, I am happy for Riley to have experienced all that.
Nicely said. I think I agree with you on all fronts, because yes, no matter how you might feel about a specific athlete, and you guys know how vocal I am about whether it be, fucking LeBron, whether it be, even Tom Brady once upon a time. But even then, I've come over, to have that mature, or try to have a mature stance and opinion on it, because like, dude, the guy's got the accolades and the trophies to back it up. I can't argue with that. Now, if it's Aaron Rodgers on the other hand, he's the fat one. I don't give a fuck.
He can't even be in the GOAT.
But he's not even in the conversation
anymore.
Which is, I just had to get that in there. But but to all this to say is like, yeah, like even leading up, not even leading up, during the entire tournament, I made my opinion and stance pretty clear on Messi and everything itself. But the guy himself has earned his place as one of the all-time legends, one of the all-time GOATs and all that that comes with it. And I think that's more than enough, and more than a lot of other players in any sport that are playing currently have come before him, and everyone that's coming after him. That's more than what a lot of these guys can say. So,
and I hope it's Lamine Yamal or any other, like, no, and Mbappe's already gonna be there. Mbappe's gonna be.
I mean, he broke the record, right? He holds the record for the most World Cup goals in his entire career, right? With 22, right? I mean,
what about Korea?
No,
career.
Yes. But there's one thing about records that will always stay true. They're meant to be broken. Mm-hmm. And I hope he's able to enjoy that success for as long as he can, because eventually someone's going to come along and shatter that record as well.
When how many How many goals did he score in that third place game?
He had two. He had two to put him at 22 total all time.
Oh, it's an all-time record, not
Yeah.
Yeah,
one
it's
World Cup.
no.
I
All
see.
time.
All
and
time.
and he's
All
already
time is crazy already.
it's a crazy for his age.
He's not even 30 yet.
He's gonna have he's gonna have a huge lead on that shit.
He's
bro.
gonna play in at least 2 more World Cups.
Oh, he's gonna be playing
At
more, I
least.
think.
to putting up that many goals though, for sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
But
For
no,
example, nothing. Funny guy.
but no, good stuff for sure. Getting into the game a little bit, you kind of touched on it on the fact that it was almost on to watch because Argentina didn't actually push the tempo as much as they probably should have,
They didn't push at all.
or try to create more chances for themselves. We were talking about before we started recording, we talked about it for a little bit, and I think it was like either the 110th or 112th minute. It was when they finally got a shot on goal, and this is an extra time.
I think it was more than that. I think it was like the 116th minute, or it was Messi's cross, but it ended up becoming a shot because it was close enough to be that.
And then that's crazy because at that point they're already trailing because Spain's up 1-0.
Yeah.
And they have to try and scramble to get something at that.
And they're down a man too.
And they're
so
down a man after Fernandez got tossed.
hurts because I feel like if they had one more player on the pitch, it would have been a different game. Unfortunate as it may be, Enzo didn't have to go in like that. Was it another yellow? He tried to hold back. I saw the replay on his face, and he tried to hold back, but you're too late. So that's what happens. It just it sucks. So
At what point in the game was it? For first half, second half? Then he got tossed.
In the second half.
it's second half of
Really?
the game.
Yeah. I don't
recall seeing it.
he had already had a yellow card earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and that second play was an automatic red with the second.
And it was the first yellow card was for like some sort of dissent, but then because when he went like this, I thought he said something, but when you zoomed in on his face when he did this, he didn't say anything. So I was like, well, what was the dissent? Just him throwing his hands, let him throw a fit. Like that's football. But I mean, he's got to understand the emotions coming from the referee's side too, because it's an emotional game already.
And not just that, I feel like if you're going to, it's a risky play playing that aggressively.
Oh, yeah.
And also
when you're on a yellow,
having that, I guess that kind of mindset already playing with a yellow.
Mhm.
Not to mention, dude, it's the final.
Yeah,
We need you on the field. That's it.
I mean, he made it possible for us during the England game, so he could have made it possible for us.
And that's a very great point because without him, you guys don't get by England,
No,
right?
No.
And now all that's pissed to shit because, well, no, you got tossed.
I was gonna say it's got to be hard not to put that on yourself for you getting tossed
Yeah.
with everything, with it being Messi's last one, and you get tossed, and it's like, and the finals.
No, and now you're talking about 30 plus minutes, especially with the extra time where you're playing down the man.
Yeah.
And that puts more strain on everybody.
And it's more tiring too. Like you're just running around the pitch, and then Spain's just playing keep away at that one because they outman you the entire match.
Yep.
So you can just play. It's easy to keep away when you're playing with the defense and the midfield, and you're already ahead 1 point.
Yeah.
So it's just a chasing game.
How would you guys feel if the dude is getting kicked off the field, just like starts fighting somebody to hopefully get somebody else kicked off in the field?
Well, and
You just find the first person you see swing on him.
that's what they
You're
tried
already
to
getting
do.
kicked off.
That's what they tried to do the entire game. But like, that's why Paredes went in, was so he can cause havoc. But he got a yellow card way too fucking early, and he shouldn't have. He pushed Olmo. Like I was like, dude, just back away. Yeah, maybe Rodri flopped or whatever, but just fucking go back. Who cares? The ref called it. Like, who cares that he flops? Like, ref called it.
And not to mention, it's like, bro, you have to realize you've been playing this sport for how long?
Yeah.
And And no matter what sport it is, the ref is always going to call the reaction.
Yeah.
Not what led up to it.
No.
It's like what ends up escalating the situation. If you're the
Yeah.
one that ends up like, fuck this, I had enough, and then you drop somebody, you're the one getting called.
Yeah. And Argentina got in their own heads. And I just feel for Messi because he has a bunch of hotheads that he has to keep tempered down and keep them subtle. But Enzo Fernandez is even a hothead. Like DePaul's a hothead. Like they all get into it. Otamendi, like it's
But
just.
I think
it's
that
just
was kind of
crazy.
working to your advantage for a bit. The physicality of Argentina, whether it was justified or not.
It did, but like you got to realize in the timing of the game or like where you're at in the game. Like, is it even worth it at this point?
You're right.
We're already on our back heel the entire first half too. Like we were just on our back heel the entire game. So like, why is it that we're complaining and making a huge motion out of everything?
Yeah.
I think, I mean, I think this is more of a bias standpoint on my end because I wanted it to be a red card, but I don't think it is. It was Cucurella. He was talking to Messi and he went like this, covering his mouth. And then he ended up realizing he was covering his mouth with what he was doing. And he was like, oh, hold up. And then Messi's like, hey, can you just check this guy? Because he just held his mouth at me and stuff like that. And he said something to me. Don't know what was said, but they've reviewed that before, and that's been a red card the entire match. So, like, I thought that could have been another red card because it was right after Enzo's red card. It was actually during that whole confrontation. So I wanted to see it, but
because it seems like
that's a biased point of view from.
But at some points, it seems like they have zero tolerance for that shit, and then like sometimes it doesn't get brought up.
It's tricky because I feel like a lot of it was going into, or the mindset was that, hey, this is the final.
Yeah.
Like, if we're going to toss someone, let's make it be warranted kind of deal. And like, to that point, it's like, he caught himself, right? It's like, oh shit, I can't do that, right? No one saw. But then Fernandez, well, he got his hand caught in the cookie jar, not once, but twice.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I think his second foul, his second yellow was definitely a yellow card. His first one, I feel like the ref definitely could have let it go, but c'est la vie, it's over with. They lost.
It was only 1 point.
So.
There's only a 1 goal difference.
It could have been way more, I think. They had
but
so many more opportunities.
It showed how hard they played, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm just thankful that I got to at least witness the leading up to the World Cup final, at least the insane
you guys had a crazy ass fucking. That would have been
comebacks, but
the cherry on top to win it for sure.
Yeah.
No, I mean, all in all, I will say this with all sincerity, you should be proud. Just because, like you just said, they were able to make it back to the final. And to play in back-to-back World Cup finals is no simple task. And shit, there are countries that haven't even sniffed the World Cup final. So
yeah,
give me a kiss on your little son.
Yeah.
No, you kiss it.
You want to kiss it too?
all right. All right. All right.
It's like, that was too far. That was too far.
We're being nice over here.
I'll let you get
I realized that.
All in all, fun World Cup.
It was a good World Cup, bro. It was fun. I mean, from all the great stories, like
big names showed up and showed out.
Big names, beautiful kits. The bonds and the hospitality amongst countries was beautiful.
The cohesion.
Yeah, dude, it was so cool. Like, from, the feel-good stories with Cabo Verde, the feel-good stories between, Mexico, with the bond they forged with everybody, Norway, Iran, Japan, South Korea, all the love there.
Yeah.
And I mean, even people coming from Europe and South America to the US and creating a better vibe.
Absolutely.
Even though there's negativity in this country. So like it helps a lot, and it helps everyone come together and realize they're not. So
Yeah, no, it was good. The overall experience. I mean, just like with anything, there's always going to be the one or two,
yeah.
a one-off situation where people ruin it for everybody.
Mhm.
But I think the overwhelming message and the overwhelming love that came across during the entire tournament was that everyone can get along. It's all love, and everyone comes from something a little bit different, and that's more than okay. That's beautiful. We want to be inclusive and welcoming of everybody from all different walks of life. It feels kind of a little kind of counterintuitive because now we're talking about the third place game real quick. We won't do too much analysis, but the final score on that one was 6-4. England toppling France. It was interesting because both teams basically came into it kind of like, I don't even want to play this. Why are we even here at this point?
Yeah, and it was kind of like a freestyle game more than anything. Like they had some really cool goals that I saw highlights. I didn't even watch the game. I was just so ready to watch the Argentina game, and it let me down. And I was like, now I wish I would have watched it. But
right. A quick shout out to Mbappe. He knocked in. He knocked into Mbappe. He knocked into.
That's kind of weird. Messi still has a chance. Why give it to him that early? Because he got the golden boot before like the final. Usually that never happens.
Well,
so that's why I was like, why did that happen?
And that's a perfect segue. Congrats to England for winning third.
Congrats to England.
But that's my perfect segue because that is exactly kind of what I want to talk about next. I mentioned I have a little bit of a conspiracy theorist inside of me, and a lot of this is just a little too good to be coincidence.
I think everyone does. I think everyone has that.
You brought it perfectly into light. How are you going to give Mbappe the golden boot when Messi's still right there? Like it was only a 1 or 2 goal differential, right?
It was 2 goals, yeah.
So
they could have tied.
that being said, it's if you go down your rabbit holes online, if you look at the dates, Yamal's jersey number, the relationship between Yamal and Messi, and how and they ended up meeting each other in the final. This was already written in the stars, basically, with Spain walking away and Messi passing the torch over to Yamal to be the next, golden boy for FIFA and everything like that. And so far, it's kind of played out to be true. Now, mind you, the only caveat that there is that, hasn't played exactly phenomenal. He played well.
He played well enough, but I don't think it wasn't, Spain didn't win because of him. Spain didn't win games because of him.
Exactly.
I think Spain won overall because they played
like a team.
They played like a team, yes. And the manager's a great manager as well. For Spain, he's very tactical. They've only let one fucking goal in the entire tournament. And it was against freaking Belgium out of all teams.
Yeah.
But I did.
You mean Belgium, the ones that scored 4 against the U.S.? That's crazy. Who would have thought?
U.S. actually played
a
real team this time, but
was that a dig at me or
just anybody actually thinking the U.S. had a chance winning the World Cup?
Yeah, no.
Well, if Captain America actually was Captain America and not Steve Rogers before the fucking injection.
before the superhuman serum.
And they played to their strengths. So Spain played to the strengths of winning and going through the entire bracket of not letting goals in.
Would I dare say that Spain won because they played with ethical football?
Yeah, they moved off the ball really well. When I was watching him, I was wondering why players weren't moving with other players, and why defenders or midfielders weren't moving with the attacking players at one point. And Argentina did really well at first, and then Spain just kept moving and moving and moving, and then moving us out of position and creating more and more chances for themselves. So
sitting down and actually watching Spain play today was actually, did I see all those goals that I wanted to see? No. But like from a possession dominating standpoint and their touch, it was beautiful. Like every crisp pass, how they received the ball, like how they control, man, it was just phenomenal. And dude, dude's a whiz, bro.
Yeah.
Like taking on 2-3 marks at the same time and still weaving through everybody. Oh man, that's God-given talent.
Hopefully his body can keep up.
Yeah. Well, he's 19.
Yeah,
and so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what he's got. I think he might want to put on maybe 5 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
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 Well, because you still want to be light for his position.
I think Mbappe has a good
Mbappe has
That
Yeah.
actually, yeah,
has a good body
muscle
for
mass.
he's a good build.
yeah, and I think he's maybe like 20 pounds heavier than Yamal.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, let's
At
find
the
out.
very least, bro.
Let's take a look for sure.
I think Mbappe's body's probably peak for like longevity and everything,
Right.
right? Because you look at
Yeah,
Erling
he's-
Haaland, like how long can his body keep that up for?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. You're,
Usually those
you're
big-
right.
Usually those big dudes they deteriorate after some time. The plant as aggressive as they do.
Yeah, and it's
And if Mbappe
It's
keeps
funny
playing
to
like that,
see.
he might find his way to the MLS.
well, and I think it was Harry Kane's last World Cup, and he's 32, 33.
is it really?
Yeah.
I think it's older than that. I just looked it up. Google says Mbappe only weighs 4 more pounds than Lamine Yamal.
Cap.
At least that's what they're listed at.
So yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Add 5 more pounds, and you're
4 more
good.
pounds and you're fine. Of muscle.
Astute
muscle.
observation, Ernesto.
Mhm.
It's almost like I've done this before. It's crazy.
What?
Been around professional athletes.
Oh, I see.
No.
He looks skinnier on camera, I guess.
Yeah. It's probably the metal work
Baby
he's got
face.
going
Oh,
on in his mouth.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
very
yeah, it's
exposing.
true. Once those are off, then you'll see the
Yeah.
20-pound difference.
Harry Kane's 32.
Yeah, he's gonna be 33 actually next week.
Yeah,
Mm.
But he's really retiring from international football.
that's what
cap.
that's kind of what it looked like to me.
That's
but
especially
I don't think it's actually out there. But
especially after seeing Jude play the way he played. It's like, let's run this bit back.
yeah,
See what happens.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, we'll find out in 4 years.
yeah, we'll find out.
Like the can, I guess.
No, yeah, not really. Fuck that dude. But that's
But
shout out
I
to
was trying to
Bellingham though.
say- Yeah, that's what I was trying to compare. Erling Haaland with Harry Kane is like Harry Kane's super big, tall body, but
I see
his
what you're
body is not where it used to be. when
Haaland's
he
got to
played
be
for Tottenham.
bigger than Kane, though. No?
Oh, he's,
Haaland's taller, yeah.
he's at least 3 inches taller.
yeah,
at
yeah. I
least.
think that makes a difference too.
Yeah.
And also, shut up. What else are we gonna talk about?
Well, as we
I'm trying to be respectful here.
Did you want to bring anything up on this
gives a fuck about Kane, though, right?
no, I just did.
I mean, anything else?
I mean, I just feel like a lot of it just
So is it?
With Spain beating Portugal, now Spain beating Argentina.
yeah,
Well, France and then Argentina. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
We may or may not be seeing another FIFA princess being crowned. You know what I'm saying? And it just happened before our eyes.
Also, there was.
Oh, that wasn't bad. Calm down.
No, it's not bad, but I don't think he's
Is
FIFA's
it-
princess.
I saw that they were wanting to maybe get somebody else like get together to vote that president, not for FIFA.
I think that's true, and I do believe that it's in fact due to the fact that the whole
The collusion.
the collusion
With
with Trump and everything.
Trump stays colluding, bro.
Dude,
Dude,
bro,
Or was it Biden? He said was colluding.
Bro, that fucking
yeah,
idiot.
Yeah,
He said,
Why did he have it? He took Spain's moment away.
yeah. He just
Oh,
had,
that
fucking
happened
idiot.
to fucking be.
He was just standing to the side, and he's like, you. And I was like, what are you doing? And the FIFA president tried to drag him away. Tried to tell him to
It's
get
just-
away.
it's
And I'm
just a
like,
bad
dude, you
look all
fucking
around.
idiot.
Like I said before,
Fucking idiot.
anything and everything.
I wish
that
we could
man
say more
touches
on this,
dies.
but I can just say idiot right now. I wish I could say more.
Hey,
Well-
dude, there's always that unk in the cookout trying to hang with the youngins. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I
Makes
swear.
him look bad.
He probably winds up in jail, but somehow he keeps getting out.
But yeah.
so here we are.
Yeah.
But that's basically it for us when it comes to the World Cup. Any final thoughts as we close the book on what's been a phenomenal World Cup all around?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep watching international games.
You should.
I don't get too excited.
Yeah, I know.
I'll check
Dude,
you about.
watch the CONMEBOL. Watch the CONCACAF. Like, we can watch international games
We
together.
still have World Cup qualifiers coming.
And not to say that I think the U.S. and Mexico teams are going to be in the next Copa. So,
Copa what?
Copa America.
Copa America?
Yeah.
That's different than CONCACAF?
You
What's
got
CONCACAF?
you got the Gold Cup and you got the Copa America.
Okay, what's the difference?
So
Two
it's
different-
North
But
America.
still all North America?
No, so like Copa America is both North America and Latin America.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
and the
CONCACAF.
CONCACAF is like the U.S., Canada, Mexico,
And the islands.
And the islands.
The small
CONCACAF,
islands.
uh-huh.
Is Mexico not winning the fuck out of those ones?
It's either usually either Mexico or the U.S.
Or,
Yeah, Mexico, U.S., now Canada.
Sounds
because they're
Kind
kind of.
why don't the
like-
Dominicans
They surprisingly
Make
don't.
Panama
Big
used
noise.
to, actually. Panama won.
Panama was relevant at one point.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like international basketball.
Yeah, the Dominicans
soccer.
just
Yeah.
like baseball better.
Yeah.
We might see some El Salvador, and of course Ecuador.
Really?
Yeah.
They're making some noise. So.
Well, they're gonna be okay, I think. We mentioned that Ecuador was kind of the dark horse in the World Cup.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
It
Well,
didn't
kind of.
it didn't work out in their favor, obviously, because they ran into a T. But
then Germany wasn't didn't seem very formidable down the line.
they were one of the surprises.
They should have done so much better, but that's what you get for playing timid and playing back, parking the bus, playing so conservatively. That's what England did in the semi. So like, you shouldn't play conservatively. It just hurts you. That's what Argentina did. And so it just hurts teams. You got to keep pushing. You got to create chances for yourself. That's all football.
If you got your
So-
foot on somebody's neck, why take it off?
Yeah, exactly. England had our throats, and they should have just kept pounding on it with Rashford and putting him in, and Ivan Toney putting him in. Saka. Why wasn't Saka playing?
No, that's a great question.
Even fuck Saka, but why wasn't he fucking playing?
He's got a lot of strong opinions about soccer, but we'll leave that
final
alone.
thoughts, Riley.
No, sorry.
Do you want to keep going? You can keep going.
No,
All right.
no.
Hey man, this is your time. To
Fun World Cup. See you guys next 4 years.
this fucking guy.
4 years.
2 years. Copa.
I think
Yeah, 2 years go by.
you'll see Los Pickups. I guess the camera's over there. The Los Pickups brand. We're gonna have it on a couple jerseys. We'll sponsor some teams.
For sure.
Yeah.
You'll be seeing us up there. And we got our logo is being completed by the end of this month for sure.
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
Official.
we'll surprise a little surprise for you guys.
Is it your tattoo person?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Maybe we'll do
Cool.
a giveaway if
Like,
we
like-
get.
like 15 shirts or something.
we need 15 listeners. No.
We do got 15 listeners, man.
Okay, so we
Stop
got,
saying that shit on camera.
we got we have 1 million listeners. No, we are on
Killing.
Instagram now.
Yeah, we are.
Los Pickups Podcast, I think is what we have it.
Yes, we do.
Los Pickups Podcast on Instagram. Follow us there. So then maybe once we get the thingy, maybe once we get to like 100 followers on Instagram or something, we'll give away a hoodie or something.
Hell yeah,
Or a hat. Hats are cool.
that's a cool.
Hats are cool.
With the official Los Pickups logo.
But yeah, but stay tuned and keep listening, beautiful.
Oh, and then now that we're recording, we're going to be on TikTok and Instagram. Oh, we'll have Instagram Reels to post.
Maybe we can do live feeds too. Live reactions.
You'll get live feeds and live reactions, and you'll catch
to
us
games.
and our beautiful
I think we
faces.
should ramp it up for the NFL.
Yeah, well, we got about a month and a half to get that going.
Like 2. Preseason starts in a month and a half. No?
It does start
Preseason's
in
next month.
Because it's between us.
Yeah.
But keep following, keep listening, and we appreciate y'all. So that's going to do us for the World Cup. phenomenal World Cup. Catch us in a couple of years for Copa America because that shit's going to be going crazy too. And of course, throughout the year, you'll be getting nice little tidbits from us, whether it be like La Liga MX, MLS, and of course the Premier League overseas, and La Liga if you feel so inclined and want to follow the Spanish league as well.
Yeah.
But
La Liga's fun.
La Liga is fun. And now that I'm a Jude Bellingham fan, I will continue to watch Real Madrid. That being said, next topic, baseball. MLB. Lots happening. We just had the All-Star break with the American League actually mollywopping the National League, but we won't talk about that. Congratulations to Jordan Walker of the St. Louis Poopy Redbirds Cardinals. Yeah, fuck that guy. For winning the home run derby. And congratulations to Cody Bellinger of the New York Yankees for winning All-Star Game MVP. Lots of stuff happening right now. Just a quick breakdown as far as where our teams are standing at the moment. I'll let you guys chime in here in just a second. The Mariners are sitting kind of pretty at 50-50 on the year. They're a half game behind the lead in the AL West behind Texas. The Dodgers, big surprise. They've got
63-36.
They're 12 games ahead of the next team in the NL West, so they're going to run away with that division.
Hopefully we get to 6-7 so we can get
That hurt me. I hope it hurt you as much as it hurt me. Wow.
Yeah.
I can't talk now.
No, you're good. I'm sorry.
Baseball. And then, of course, the Cubs are sitting in second place right now. No.
Would you call that word?
So, as I was saying, the Cubs are in second place in the NL Central, 6 games behind the Milwaukee Brewers. Not another word I will choose not to say again. That being said, lots of good stuff happening. The trade deadline is going to be coming up here in a couple weeks. With lots of potential moves on the horizon, all of our teams could use a little bit of a shakeup. Some of us a bit more than others.
Yeah.
Funny enough, even despite the fact that the Mariners are sitting at 50-50, they're still a legitimate World Series threat. It's just a matter of whether or not they actually put their shit together. And of course, the Dodgers are always going to be there just because they've got the track record. They're the defending champs. And then my Cubbies, we've got a lot of potential as well. A lot of these teams are facing a lot of injury problems, but we all know that the Cubs basically have no starting pitching at the moment. But we have a phenomenal and complete lineup, which makes things a little bit easier for us. That being said, anything you guys want to chime in with before we start talking about trade hypotheticals?
Yeah, as far as where the Mariners are at right now, we're a half game behind the Rangers for the time being. We're at the halfway point.
Mm-hmm.
I have failed to mention a lot of things about the Mariners season this season so far. I was not necessarily stressed about it because I felt like the talent and the talent and the people were there in order for the Mariners to do well. And technically, the Mariners are doing well. I guess they had a decent start, but for a lot of the fans, it's felt hollow. Because of it just doesn't there's a lot of uncertainty right now because it feels like we're not really in the position once we get into the playoffs to beat out some of the other teams, right? Like we're able to put ourselves in that position, but there was a whole pitcher backpacking,
yeah,
or piggybacking. Thank you. The whole debacle there. I didn't quite understand what the issue was because it was resulting in wins. Ernesto, do you want to shed some light on why you think it was a bad idea? Because I know you were not a fan of it.
Oh, well, it worked for a little bit. And it wasn't going to be sustainable. I think I might have called it out earlier. The reason I don't like it is because now you're putting your rotation in a position to where you got pitchers looking over their shoulders a little bit. It's like, okay, cool. So my job's not secure at this point. Like I'm not solidified in the rotation. Because just like any professional athlete in any sport, you need to have that constant reassurance,
that push,
that security where you're like, hey, this is my spot on the team. I know my role. I can focus and fixate on this, as opposed to it's like, damn, now there's this outside shit that's affecting me right now. So, gosh, if I don't pitch well for an inning, they're going to give me the hook kind of deal. And that's not the type of strategy I would like to impose on if I were a manager. Not to mention, like I said, the overall lack of confidence, I guess, would be the way I would put it. Just because you're basically saying that, yeah, we're not, even though we have the talent and the big names on paper, they're not performing. So let's shake it up. But it's really sending the message that we don't have faith in the guys that we do have.
But how else would you explain that, like, okay, yeah, dude, you're good for like an inning or two, but once you start like getting, some deeper into the innings, like it's getting away from you. It's a pattern where it's getting away from you.
Right.
Like, so I need to pull you because you're not consistent enough.
So then you go into the bullpen. You don't bring in another starter to back him up. Because again, I guess like the overall optics of it and what message you're sending is what stands out to me. And again, it hasn't proven to be sustainable. I mentioned at the beginning of the segment that, the Mariners are sitting at 50-50. They're literally at 500. So whatever hope or success that they were looking for or they were having, it worked for like 5 games. And then here we are. They still haven't been able to.
So you're seeing it like when fucking Bill Belichick was switching out Mac Jones with Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones and Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi week in and week out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not effective. I mean, somewhat it can be effective if it's pushing a player to play better, but I feel like in this scenario it doesn't really.
It doesn't work quite that well in baseball.
Yeah.
Simply because it takes a lot longer for you to find your rhythm.
Yeah.
Especially as a starting pitcher, you're throwing every 5 days. So the minute you telling me is like, okay, I'm coming into this game, the expectation is for me to throw, 5 to 6 innings. I'm getting the hook after 2, sometimes 3. What am I doing? Like I can't. If I find any success,
The focus isn't there
in those 3 innings, and then all of a sudden I know I'm on a short leash.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now I'm back to square one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was mainly, and I'm just Googling here to have shit on hand here. One of the other things is also staying healthy. Like Julio came back yesterday, I think, and he was the difference maker to get that walk-off run in the 10th, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, obviously, and Brendan Donovan still isn't here, right? And we've been dealing with injuries and people coming on and off. I think Matt Brash is still injured.
Yeah.
From what I see.
They expired too.
Yeah. So it's like people, and I mentioned this before, that it's going to be probably a late season push again, which is unfortunate because we were in a position where we should have had a fat cushion by now.
Yes.
And so hopefully we're able to round that shit back up and make a push. But it does seem like right now, I mean, the noise coming outside the clubhouse might, even if there's no issues within the clubhouse, the noise outside might start causing issues. If everybody keeps saying Dan Wilson is mismanaging, he's mismanaging, bad decision.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to get into the players' ears, especially because, like, obviously there was like, it's on video. Luis Castillo didn't like the whole piggybacking thing. He was frustrated in the dugout.
Neither did the other homeboy too.
Yeah. And I think that was Miller.
Yeah.
That he was switching off with.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I think if the Mariners can pull off some sort of mid-season facelift, with the trade deadline coming up.
Yeah.
I do hear that it seems pretty solid that Luis Castillo's on the trading block.
Yeah.
They're trying to move him
for
money reasons, and I'm sure also for clubhouse reasons,
For sure.
And it might be better off for him. He might just need a change of scenery.
The guy is still a top 3 pitcher, like top 3 rotation pitcher. You know what I'm saying? So that he can, and he does eat up a lot of innings. So the guy's gonna find a home, find a job somewhere. So it's just a matter of making sure that he finds the right fit. Speaking of trade speculation, yeah, it was floated out there not too long ago. I think it might even still be a thing. It was like between the Mariners and the Cubs. It's like some kind of combination between Luis Castillo for Seiya Suzuki.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. Had it been, back when Chicago was struggling and like hovering around 500 themselves, then maybe. But Seiya has been way too important in our lineup. He's been a major reason as to why we have a top 3 offense in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And he's fared well for himself, playing right field. That as a replacement for Kyle Tucker. So overall, that might be a thing, but there are definitely some options that you guys might be looking at. You guys need a bat. You guys need
for some,
bat.
but the people that I'm listening to, right? They're saying a bat that plays outfield. Right? Outfield. Right?
Yeah, and that's why I say it.
But it doesn't sound like there's too many out there that are even an option, So it's like, if we're rolling with the dogs that we got, go down with the ship, right? Yeah. But I do think that there needs to be some sort of some fresh blood, something to juice us up.
Yeah,
because I think the morale's starting to waver a little bit. Cal Rowley's been getting his shit kicked in narratively all season,
That's tough. Well, I mean, it's not fair. It's not fair to him because, you're talking about coming off a season where he's an MVP finalist, who was just crushing the ball, shattering records for his position.
Mm-hmm.
And then you fast forward
for the team.
Fast forward to this year, he's had his bouts with injuries himself. The bat hasn't been quite as consistent. He has more pass balls in like the last month and a half than he did all of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So that all plays a role in his overall mental, his overall his mental and how he's preparing. But he's gonna be fine. He kind of seems to be on the upswing now. It's just a matter of the rest of the team actually getting up there with them.
Yeah, I know one of the other goals is to they want to help Munoz out a little bit. So another relief pitcher.
They need a setup man.
Yeah,
a consistent setup man.
Mm-hmm.
Because Munoz is gonna be there to close, and he's been pitching well, so he actually got the save again today.
Yeah, I think he's ironed out some of those quirks he was dealing with.
Yeah,
last month or so. I think we were last talking about it.
So if you don't, clear up the log jam in your starting rotation, I think the next move is going to be to actually have somebody to bulk up the bullpen. Yeah.
Well, with that being said, I think all in all, the personnel is there. It's just tying it all together.
He's got to put it together.
And it just has not been happening. And that might be Dan Wilson's fault. And I think people were kind of done with them last season, even though it was the most successful season the Mariners have had in a really long time.
Yeah.
So I think it, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know. But at this point, if Mariners shit the bed this season, I think Dan Wilson's going to for sure I think he's already in the hot seat. And
I think so.
And this season's he's managing for his job.
Yeah. Especially if you don't win the division. Well, they both can't go hand in hand. If you don't win the division and make the playoffs, I don't see him coming back.
Well, and the whole thing was that he was he was a coach for the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. He was a player's coach.
Yeah.
Well, when you lose the fucking clubhouse, what else you got if you're not a schematically good coach, tactically a good coach,
right?
And you're just a dude who rouses a leader of men, but you lose that leadership role, and people don't look at you like that.
Yeah,
everything else kind of just falls to the wayside.
You lose the clubhouse, then you actually end up losing quite a few games. Yep, that's actually that's to scale, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's about right.
And we were worried about Argentina losing. This guy,
my man stays winning.
This guy's fine.
Yeah. That being said,
that was all the comments I got though for the Mariners. Hopefully, that was a little bit more.
I only have a few
analytical for the Dodgers.
No, that was good.
No, that was really good.
Thanks.
Good insight.
Well, with the Dodgers,
I've been watching a lot of TikToks.
See, and that's the thing is I haven't been keeping track because of football. when something's so special and something that happens every 4 years, I'm like toned in on what's going to happen, what the tactics are going to be for football. So it's hard for me to keep track of another sport at that time.
Right.
But I mean, I still see things here and there. So like with our injury with Will Smith, and I don't even want to say his name anymore. I'm done.
Well, we can say
The person I'm talking about is Dalton Rushing.
Yeah.
I fucking hate him. He's made so many mistakes, and then he's a jackass, dude.
yeah.
He's a jackass off the field and even on the field. It's just not a good look for the Dodgers, especially when everyone else is already looking at you and already criticizing you for every other thing.
Yeah.
So to have him on your team isn't really helping, especially when he's making stupid ABS decisions. When the pitcher has to make an ABS decision for you, and the pitcher is right,
Yeah.
that's when you think to yourself, is like, oh, I'm a dumbass. Is like,
A little bit.
Yeah,
Check myself.
I need to check myself. Like,
Yeah.
we just need a new catcher. We need a new rotation in. Maybe we can get someone in the free agency to help us on that end, but I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna happen.
As far as in season goes, I mean, yeah, it's a little telling when you have your catcher arguing with arguably the best player in baseball, if not
And the highest paid player in baseball.
best player in history.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking shit about Rushing now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me sit for this.
So,
Well,
I mean, the guys, like, you can't, and Shohei, I mean, Shohei to me is somebody that is as humble as it gets when it comes to a superstar. Guy doesn't say much, you know.
He has fun.
He's all about baseball. He's trying to get time.
Yeah.
You know, the minute you start pissing him off and he starts mouthing off, something's wrong.
yeah, no,
And-
something's definitely wrong.
And it's even worse because he's a catcher. Like, you're supposed to be managing this game.
Yeah.
Like, you have a lot of power in this game. You have to keep everything under control, and you're doing a fuck job.
Yeah, and every ABS decision that I've watched him do have been wrong. It's insane.
He has one of the lower ABS challenge success rates in the league. Yes.
And it's insane. It is like, does no one else, is Will Smith like not really talking to him and telling him what to do? And I feel like Will Smith is purposely maybe doing it to get him the fuck out of here, but who knows?
It's interesting.
A lot
because
of players don't like him in the dugout.
when you've got, and not just that, like, it's one thing to be passionate and one thing to, like, show like competitive fire and everything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all played a sport at some point in our lives and know that emotions run high.
Yeah.
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start throwing tantrums on camera, slamming your bat, slamming your helmet, yelling into the
Or
abyss,
saying,
And your homies are making fun of you.
and
no, they're making fun of you.
and then you
And
have to
then-
have Freddie Freeman, who is
The coolest
the
guy.
chillest dude. He has to come over and be like, "It's okay, buddy. Everything's fine. It's not that deep." You know, I can only imagine what the fuck he's actually saying to the guy.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, yeah, man,
And I'll never.
you're in the show now.
Yeah.
You can't argue, and you cannot behave like this.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, cut you off.
Mommy, no, you're good. Mommy and daddy isn't going to pay for your shit anymore. Like, you're on your own at this point.
Is he privileged?
It seems like that.
okay.
Based on how he's carrying himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen it enough.
Let me research.
But it's tough to see. Also, the standpoint, I mean, I made this comment with him in the podcast probably numerous of times, but with him saying that the Rockies have cheated and they're the worst baseball team in the league.
Yeah.
For him to say that is just
It's not a good look.
completely bonkers.
It's
horrible.
a crazy take, and it's a really
It is
bad
a
look. on
horrible
his part.
take.
It's like, brother, like, just sometimes you get a bad day, and just take it on the chin and keep it going. You know?
Yeah, and on another note, I mean, they've got injuries on the pitching side as well with Blake Snell, Wroblewski. Shohei's got inflammation in his knee. Edwin Diaz has been out for a while. and rehab. So it's been tough. I mean, even though they keep winning, if they have a huge pitching, what is it called? A, they have a huge pitching not a dugout, but
Bullpen.
bullpen. Thank you. They have a huge bullpen of players. You're good. But they are looking at I think Tariq Skubal from Detroit right now.
Oh, Terry Scribble?
Yeah,
No fucking way, Dodgers get Scooble.
They don't put it past them.
Are you serious, dog?
Dude, don't put it past
Oh
them.
my God.
Like, it's crazy because if anybody would have if anybody can
Is he
pull the
healthy?
trigger,
Yeah. Oh,
he's back. If anybody can pull the trigger on something crazy like that, it would be them. At this point, I don't know if other MLB teams actually want to
didn't
help
they
them.
just give
anymore.
him a contract though?
No, this is his contract year.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah,
Yeah, this is his
so
contract year.
Right for the play.
yeah.
And that's the thing, though. It'll be kind of tough. There's a lot of things to worry or consider, simply because there's a high possibility that there will be a lockout next year because of the collective bargaining agreement that they still have to figure out. If there's going to be a cap space, if there's going to be such a thing as aprons when it comes to overall salaries, I don't actually think they'll be able to go ahead and pull this off because you're talking about trading for someone, potentially signing them, but also missing out on them because it's going to be a shorter season.
Yeah.
So shorter season means less revenue, and less revenue means less money to
Less
pay your
money.
players.
Yeah.
And when you've already got the biggest payroll in the league, you can be reckless as the Dodgers have shown. It's working for them. They won back-to-back titles, but a lot of these guys are just
They'll catch up.
a lot of these guys are just signed extensions. They're gonna have to start get paid now. So
They can't do.
It'd be interesting. I actually want to see the pay cut happen. Just because
I would like to see a cap space.
I would like to see a cap space happen.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be interesting to see other teams and how they react to it, and how the Dodgers will react to it, and seeing if they can still afford players, or if not, still win games.
No, I hear you. And you know what? I'm not entirely opposed to the idea myself. I actually have thought about it.
You've opened up to it.
To having a cap.
Yeah, because before you were not for it.
Before I wasn't for it because it still it means the reason I am for it now, and I think this is my final answer. If there is some kind of regulation that basically imposes or that is imposed on every team, they have to spend a specific amount. You can't have none of these teams that are cheaping out and not spending money on their players.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. And keeping these teams together longer term.
Well, yeah, that too.
But at the same time, I also don't want, with the Dodgers, you have 10 out of the MLB's top 30 players on your fucking roster. What kind of shit is that? It's like we gotta be able to spread out the talent a little bit. You know what I mean?
Could you not do you curve the salary?
What you mean? Can you explain to me?
So I'm trying to think about this right now. Mentally, I'm not going to be the best to articulate it because I had a late night last night. But in a class, if one person has A's, the class has a test.
Yeah.
Smartest kid in the class gets an A. Everybody else gets a D, C, or B, whatever. They curve
you have a floor.
Yeah. Well, they curve the grade system. So then it makes it so that the kids who got C's, you turn them to B's and shit, and then the D's turn into C's. So financially, what I'm trying to say is is there any way that you can be this is how much on the grander scheme of things, you give them a certain percentage that they can spend based off a country's GDP.
Yeah.
United States, you guys make this much. This is your GDP. You can spend this percentage on your team.
Okay.
So they're going to be bigger. They'll still have bigger monies.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be exorbitant amounts anymore.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The city of Los Angeles has this much revenue that's made. You get to spend a percentage of that revenue.
I don't know if it
Actually,
go ahead.
I see what he's saying. Well, coming from I think for a football standpoint, LAFC and LA Galaxy both have the higher revenue because of their cities and because of where they're at and because of the amount of fluctuation they come in of like paying paying fans or paying whoever who wants to support the teams.
Yeah.
So I guess it also comes from like how much revenue can you actually get into because of the other teams, but I don't know. Maybe I'm twisting it.
Yeah, no, you're kind of right. I just not sure how I can articulate this like in
Because,
a small city scale.
You can look at it for like the New York Yankees. Like they're always going to have the talent.
Oh, for sure. So, and I think the closest thing to regulate that is kind of what I mentioned earlier, is that you have to have a minimum that you spend.
Yeah.
Kind of deal, and give somebody like give everybody a fair shake at a specific free agent. So like if like let's say you got three. Kind of like the NBA, you got a couple max contract spots, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like same thing with MLB, like you have specific positions or contracts available for your max players, and then those are slided for the Shohei Ohtani's, the Juan Soto's, like the big bats, and that's kind of like their apron, that's their tier, and each team has to fulfill that.
But your worry is that there's teams that won't do that.
Correct.
So then sell the teams, yeah.
And then that's the counter. I completely agree, because especially teams like a Tampa Bay, who is top of their division right now, by the way, they're bottom 3 or bottom 5 in salary space or salary spending.
Is it Tampa Bay, or I think the Marlins are also doing really good and not spending but performing pretty well?
They've turned it around, so actually both Florida teams are actually playing really well right now.
Who'd have thunk?
Yeah.
Shout out Florida.
So here they are, but if they're not going to be spending the money or generating that revenue, then all right, let's get them into a market that's going to.
Oh, okay. So then if they're not spending but they're still performing well, you're saying they still have to spend.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because at that point, if we're trying to really regulate these salaries, okay, let's do a blanket way of doing it for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. I don't think it's not going to happen. And not to mention, we're forgetting one major thing. Players hate the idea of the cap space, because then you won't get a Shohei Ohtani contract where he's making $700 million over 10 years or whatever.
But wouldn't the case be, it's just like, yeah, that's fine. You just can't go get a Scooble with a Shohei.
And nobody's going to want to go for that.
Scooble, we can go get that money elsewhere.
But the thing is that we have to make sure that somebody else does.
Somebody will.
No, like if we're doing like this is not what's going to happen, but like the 3 max contract like deal that I'm proposing, someone has to do that. So like, let's say if it is a Tampa Bay pulls puts their name in the hat for Terry Scooble, that's 1 max slot there, but they still have 2 more spots they have to fill.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I get you, Papa.
And you were talking about like the NBA on there, because they have like some sort of cap space, something like that.
Oh, they do have salary cap.
Yeah, they do have salary cap.
And then not to mention,
when did that come into effect?
This is the newest CBA that they have.
Okay.
Because now you have specific teams, it's like the Thunder,
Yeah.
Who have traded away Aaron Wiggins, Lou Dort, the other guy, I fucking forgot his name is, but they basically have shed like $317 million in revenue or in salaries.
Oh my God, 317
to avoid going into the second apron. And because once you go into the second apron here as a team, now you're paying a fuck ton in taxes.
Yeah.
So
you can't do that.
You don't want to do that.
You don't want to pay taxes.
You don't want to pay taxes.
No. Because that's un-American. Paying taxes.
Absolutely. I mean, it's only on
all the greatest Americans don't pay taxes.
All the 1%. The top 1%.
The greatest Americans.
Oh yeah. Sure.
But I think all of our teams have.
I am at that air quotes, by the way. Unless I'm in the one. If I get there, then yeah.
Then I'm all the time.
They may support you. You're supporting all of us.
No, we're all there. This is what's getting us the money.
This is a money maker right here.
You think Joe Rogan's money was serious?
No, dude.
That shit's gonna look like a clown show by the time I'm done with this
Shit.
podcasting game. I'm gonna take it
Child's
over.
play, brother. But no, yeah, for sure. I mean, all of our teams have some needs. Mariners need a bat. Dodgers need a backup catcher. That's not a fucking child. The Cubs desperately need pitching.
So we'll give you Luis Castillo. Give us Seiya.
I'm keeping Seiya.
Seiya can't pitch.
But he can hit. That's all I need.
At least-
But no, just some names to watch as the trade deadline comes up. You got Terry Skubal, Luis Arraez, the second baseman for the Giants, Shea Langeliers, a catcher for the A's who might end up with the Dodgers.
That'd be good.
Mason Miller, who is a fucking flamethrower out of the San Diego bullpen. He's our closer.
Oh, is he the dude that
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
his closing songs?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Taylor
What is
Ward from the Angels. And Tyler Stevenson, another catcher for the Reds. So just keep an eye out. A lot of more moves are going to be happening here. It'll be
Cubs already made a move.
this does not.
You guys
Yes,
are bulking up,
The Cubs traded for Savali from the.
putting all the chips on the table.
That's hard. Doesn't even move the needle. It just is a blip. But we'll see. Lots of good stuff. Let's see. I think we all did good today. Dodgers won, Mariners won, Cubs won.
One series.
Hurrah, hurrah. Cool. That basically
Let's go,
catches us
guys.
up here with how our MLB teams are doing. I think that covers us for this first episode.
I think so.
Good.
I think that's
Any
good.
final notes as we close out and say toodles to our beautiful listeners?
No. No.
Viva la Argentina!
I don't think there was any clips we can take from this to even post on TikTok. All this was like serious and somber.
This is our first episode, our second episode on camera that should be coming out pretty successfully, I think. Fingers crossed. Okay.
Yeah, should.
Yeah.
100%.
That being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Lospickupspodcast. We got much more on the way. Hopefully this second attempt at video goes very well.
First.
At our first attempt, thank you. And you'll be seeing much more of our beautiful shining faces and a lot more of this borny fun specimen to my left. And of course, that just aura farming sexy of a man over there. And look at that boy, debonair, all debonair and everything. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
It was only a matter of time, folks. Only a matter of time.
Well, there's a TikTok clip.
and we didn't have a TikTok clip. So that being said, beautiful people, we'll catch you on the next episode. Keep tuning in. And please send us your questions. Email us at lospickupspodcast@gmail.com. Comments, constructive criticism, please be nice. And all your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you. But signing off, to my left, we got
Bobby Fresh.
and
AZ.
I'm Ernesto. Beautiful people, thank you so much, and we'll catch you next time.
Skirt.
What? Skirt?
Skirt.